Make sure oh, it is. Okay. What's up, everybody? Coach Nandy here from Nandy After Dark. Long time no see. Long time no speak. Get on in here. It is almost 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know I say this sometimes, like we're not going to be on here longer than we wind up being on here long, like a couple of hours. What's long? Long is relative, right? Hi, Sun Doggy. Sun Doggy, you always first. But we're not. We're going to be on here for like 30 minutes or less. Very busy. And I have a lot on my plate. So what's up, everybody? Y'all come on in here. I know you guys have been wanting to see me, most especially as of yesterday, which was the court date that I had set up with Pap and Scrap. So y'all come on in here. Let's talk about this. Let's get into it quickly, briefly, and because can't nobody tell you because they don't know. Okay, they know, but they ain't told y'all shit because that's how they are. That time where the judge didn't have time to really sit down and listen to all the hard cold facts or even look at the facts, where they just went in there and lied and fluffed their way through and had me thrown in jail. All the lies that they told on paper. I showed y'all the paper where you have to give your sworn testimony. So they lied on the paper, which I have, and the courts now have. They lied to get an audience. And, they had a brief victory with that because the judge was like, all right, turn yourself in, because they were in there lying on the paper and on record, crying, lying. She said my son was gay. All the lies that they were telling in court. After that court date, they were out celebrating, but you ain't see none of that yesterday or today, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, what's up, you guys? Get on in here. Make sure that you hit. Why is it like 400 of y'all in here and it's only 13 likes? Like, make sure. I know y'all. Listen, I miss you guys too, huh? But hit the heart, the smiley face, the huggy emoji, the shock John. Otherwise, I come back when y'all feel like hitting the button. Because I literally I have about 30 minutes to talk to you guys. And then I have other stuff that I have to do. Stuff that I'm working on, stuff that I've been working on, lots and lots of stuff. But I can go and come back when y'all feel, you know what? That's what I'll do. I'll go and come back. How about that? All right. Let me take this down. I'll go and come back. Hit the button. It's literally free to do. It's literally free. You clearly here for the tea. Hit the button. I'm not asking for you to send me money. Hit the button, please and thank you. That's a small courtesy. All right. So are you on Facebook too? At the moment, right now, yes. At this very second, I am. What's up, Miss Evetta Coleman? How are you, darling? Hit the button. Hit the like hearts. Share the live. Y'all just so who? I'm confused. So people tune in. Well, we know, of course, all of the bitches are under fake profiles because they can't be on their real profile because they're blocked and banned from the page. Are here watching, or they're on YouTube because they can go over there and peek from the bushes. How desperate! I would personally, if I didn't like someone didn't want me on my page, unless I was getting paid for it, I wouldn't go over there. But clearly, it's enough of them in here because, of course, they can't hit the like button because they're in here on some creep shit. I must be on Facebook. You are. I see your comment. I think. No, your comments on YouTube. Faith. Oh, I'm sorry. Likes must be on Facebook. I'm on YouTube side. What's your Facebook? On Facebook, I think on YouTube. I'm sorry. It's thumbs up on YouTube, and on Facebook, it's the like button or the laughy face, or all those emojis and stuff that they have. You got the notification on YouTube. This is what I say to people too, because Facebook is so funny and fugazi. They play with your money. They play with your monetization. They play with how much money they owe you. I mean, it's so much going on, you guys, that all the influencers know it. This is not a Nandy thing. Like every influencer knows this. Like they're definitely playing with our funds, and all kinds of things. They don't let people know that you're live. But if you subscribe to our Facebook page and our YouTube page, what'll happen is when I go live from both platforms, you'll get a notification on YouTube, because YouTube notifications work like a charm. YouTube notifications work like a charm. So you'll get a notification that we're live on YouTube, which of course would also mean that we're live on Facebook. So, you get 2 for 1. So, so if you like to watch on Facebook, we're not going to be on Facebook, all the time. Probably I should just stop. I should take the Facebook thing off right now, because again, Facebook has so many kinks that they need to work out. For instance, I have a small group. You guys know there's a very, very tiny group. Like I've put the larger group that we had, which was still small because it only had like 2,000 people in it, because I wasn't letting people in since we started it, basically. After we started, I stopped immediately. But the smaller group that I have, we very small, close, tight-knit group. We do different things in that group. They're subscribed to our YouTube and our Facebook, most of those people in there. And they get their notifications in there, that so they get a notification in that group when I go live, because I do go live in there a lot. Like y'all don't see me online most of the time, but I'm in that smaller group chit-chatting with them, etc. Maybe a couple times a week or something like that. Anyway, in the small group, I did a little experiment last week. On Facebook, my last video, not this video right here, the last video that we did shows like it's up to like 48,000 views, right? The one we did from like 5 days ago. But some people see it says 13,000, 17,000 views now, 15,000. And this is very concerning to me, because I gave them an assignment. I said, go and look, and you guys come back and put the screenshot up and tell me how many views our last video has, right? Don't tell me, show me the screenshot. Show me what it says for you. So it was different for a lot of people, and that should not be the case. The numbers are the numbers, period. And or they should be. But one thing I learned in finance is it doesn't matter how a person slices a pie. At the end of the day, it's still their pie. Meaning the person who controls the purse, the pot, the money, who has the pie. Think of it when I say pie. Think of a whole sweet potato pie sliced into pieces. 10% goes here, 20% goes there. It doesn't matter how the person slicing the pie slice the pies up. It's still their pie. They can slice it any way they want to. It doesn't matter what the numbers say. You know what I'm saying? Or the percentage says. It doesn't matter. And that's the case with Facebook, very much so. In some places, it shows 57. Is it 57? No, it's 15,000 views. And in some places, it's like 48,000 views. Exact same video. Different people take a screenshot showing different numbers. This is concerning to me, because you're not paying us the way that you're supposed to be paying us at all. Are you trying to pay me based off of 13,000 views when over here it clearly says that same video in day 2, it was up to 36,000 views, but it's only showing on day 2 like 10,000 views, 11,000. I mean, there must have been a glitch somewhere in the system, because that's not a discrepancy they would want to be out there and to be known. That's a huge discrepancy. That's a huge discrepancy in money, and in so many different areas. And for so many different reasons, that's a problem. So I'm not a big Facebook fan. Very much. YouTube is, everything's a lot more transparent, and you know exactly where you stand with them down to the penny at the moment. You can go in and see how much money you've made for that day. With Facebook, it's so convoluted. The waters are so muddy. The pay is, I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's no pay. Basically, as far as I'm concerned, it's no pay. And I suspect it's because of the amount of views that they're trying to show you, oh, look, we're paying you based off 13,000 views. But in reality, I clearly see it. Other people can see. Some people can see that this video has 56,000 views on it. That's the fuck you should be paying me based off of. It's a problem over at Facebook, and I don't know what it is, but they need to get it straightened out. But we'll be on YouTube, and I know everybody's trying to go over to YouTube and build their YouTube following and page and being on YouTube more now. You know what I'm saying? And that's all well, good and fine. But as for us, me and my tribe, teammates, we'll be on YouTube mostly. Sometimes I'll come over here on Facebook like today because I know some of the seniors, they don't know how to navigate around YouTube. And that's why I do it, because it damn sure ain't for the pay, because there is no pay. Basically. It's ridiculous. It's certainly not as compared to 6 months ago or even a year ago, or whatever it may be. So okay. So hi Latanya Moore, not to be confused with Nurse Latanya. Listen, y'all, we're gonna cover this really quickly because I don't have a lot of time. I'm busy. I'm doing a lot of things in the background. All right. Let me take this off. Let me take this out. Okay. All right. Before we get into that, let's do this. That's not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. Hi, everybody. What's up, y'all? What's up, everybody? I truly do miss you all, though. Hi, Jacqueline. I don't know why. This is what I want. Okay. Okay, real quick, you guys. Let's make sure that we go through our disclaimer and, do some housekeeping. All right, this is the Nandy After Dark show. Please don't get blocked. I know it's been a while since we've been on. I'm not even on. I'm on here, once a week? And Pappy and Scrappy's fucking crying like two banshees, screaming, hollering, and crying, talking about at every turn, they getting attacked. You ain't getting fucking attacked from me. You know what that feels like, huh? And it was well-deserved when I was covering you vigorously, bitch, because that's what it was. You call it whatever you want. But it was covering you vigorously. I'm not even on this motherfucking. Y'all still crying. Still trying to get make shit happen with my YouTube page. I'll tell y'all about that. YouTube's on to them though. They let me know. Like, y'all can give that shit up. Still trying shit with that though. YouTube's like, no. But they going a different route with it now. I'll tell y'all about it later. But nothing's gonna come of it, as YouTube said. Don't get blocked, you guys. Please, no stickers, alarms, bells, whistles, exclamation marks. Don't fucking post your comment multiple times. That shit's annoying. I don't want to see it. All right? Please. Y'all, this is not too much to ask. Act like you guys just have a little bit of decorum over here, all right? Don't put that stuff on the page. It junkies it up. I don't like shit like that. All right? I like a nice, clean page. And trying to force me to read your comment, I don't take kindly to that. Please don't do it. No influencer names. This is a slide. I need to I've already updated it, but this is an older slide. So we can talk about whoever we want. In fact, we're going to be talking about Mama Tracy, and the party she had with some very surprising guests there. We're going to talk about that. I don't give a fuck. We talk about any and everybody on this page. That's what it's for. It's a social media page. I wish once people get past that and get that out their mind, like, this shit is not personal. This is just me talking about, reporting on events. You know what I'm saying? Reporting on social media events and goings-ons and all that shit. That's all it is. Don't take it. When you start getting personal, you start trying to file frivolous fucking lawsuits that don't go anywhere. And just be looking stupid online, and you look like you're emotionally unstable, amongst other things. But you because you're getting your emotions and stuff. All right. When we talk about anybody, we're gonna be talking about people today, okay? And that we probably don't regularly talk about on this page. But what kind of page would this be if I only just stuck to Carmen and Tay? Or if I only just stuck to, I don't know, anybody, Shamar or whatever the hell his name is. No, we talk about everybody on this page, some more than others. We discuss them all. All right. There was a time, though, I will say, when I refused to talk about certain people. I would tell people, I would tell Nikki, hey, I don't have a beef, or I would tell y'all, I don't have a beef with Nikki. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a problem with her. I've said that. I don't even know how many times I can count, and I did it. And so I never spoke on her, not in a negative way. I promoted her, in different ways and stuff like that. The contest she was in, and her food line and all that kind of stuff, or her sauces and stuff. Different people I just never talked about, but we're going to discuss everybody on this fucking page. Some days over, because I clearly see that, first of all, that wasn't serving me, for many reasons. Most of which, it's no loyalty back on this internet whatsoever. None. I can't even call it loyalty. Decency. Fuck loyal. Being loyal, be decent. No return on decency on here. So that's done. Been done. We've been done with that. We talk about anything and everybody. If you don't fucking like it, oh well, too bad. So fucking sad. Talk about me. Y'all always do anyway. And if you don't, I don't give a fuck if you do. That's what we're here for. All right, no BS. Keep it cute or keep it on mute. Copyright disclaimer. Y'all already know we covered over here. All right. Now people will try to silence us on this page by filing fictitious copyright disclaimer claims. That shit won't work on YouTube, at least not with me, because I already been down that road with them for like over 40 videos. Got them all back, got my page back, and now YouTube has this, like, it's in my records. Like, y'all tried this shit already, and no. Okay, like, there's nothing that we're doing that's infringing on anyone's copywritten, so-called copywritten material. Nothing. Once you put it out there on the internet, whatever it is, that shit is fair use. That's literally the term that's used in the exception to copyright. It's fair use. It's fair game. They ain't want to get hood with it. You know what I'm saying? Legally, this is a legal term, fair use. But in the hood, it's fair game. Huh? And they know this, but they still filed the claims because, it's a desperate attempt to try to get a lot of our pages shut down, demonetized, and all that kind of stuff, even though they know it's bullshit. But YouTube has a penalty for people who submit these claims, and they told you it's not copyright, and you try to do it again, and they had to tell you again it's not copyright infringement. They have penalties for that, literally. It's even in a letter that I read to y'all. Like, people who abuse that tool can and will get their page snatched. So let them keep playing, because they really do need their ducats and their coins off these pages now that their page is getting a little bit of traction, especially since this whole Regal thing, and because I haven't been online. So y'all been having to go over to all these other pages to try to get your tea. So they got more views, they've got more followers in my absence. But bitch, I'm back. Okay. All right. Disclaimer. First off, take care of your skin. Take care of your skin. Before we get into this, let me make a correction to something that I said the last time we were live. I rewatch our lives quite a bit, and I crack up laughing, and I'm just as thoroughly entertained as you guys are seeing it play back, because nothing on this page is or ever has been rehearsed ever. Okay. I was watching myself the other day on our last live. Excuse me. What did I say? I was talking about different continents and different things like that, and culture. I was talking about culture and ethnicity versus ethnicity versus nationality and all those different things, right? People use them interchangeably, and it's not correct. So one of the things that I said as I was listening to our live the other day was that I was talking about we were talking about I was talking about at the time Nurse Chris and her nationality, where her family's from. I mean, she was born here, I guess, maybe, I don't know, but where her family's from, and also what ethnic group she belonged to. So I said, I think she's West Indian. I mean, her hair looks like she's West Indian, and she give me West Indian vibes, like mixed with West Indian, possibly. And I said, well, actually people in the West Indies, they're actually from India proper, which is true. They came over here and they migrated over here, or they came over during slavery times. The different ways they got to the islands, the West Indies. And I was saying how Indian people don't really recognize them as Indians, true Indians, though. And I said, but they are, because they're on they're West Indian, which is which makes them Asia, what makes them Asian, which is true. And I said because they're on the continent of China. And when I listened back to it, I said I just be talking so fast, and it's so much shit going on during the show. China is not a continent. Of course, I know this. I knew this in second grade. No one said anything about it, but this is just was me listening back to it. I meant to say, India is on the continent of Asia, which makes Indians Asian, which is true. Okay, so just wanted to clear that up. I didn't see or hear anything about it, but it made me chuckle when I heard myself say it. So I wanted to come back and just correct it. Anyway, enough of that. Allegations. Everything on this page is an allegation. Alleged, allegedly. I don't know these jokers. They clearly don't know me. This is all for research purposes, teaching, reviews, comedy, satire, reporting. That's all we do. This is basically a virtual tabloid, basically, So it's all allegations, allegedly. No one should take any of this to heart, anything on this page, because I don't know you. If I say that you are a bum ass bitch begging for bones online after you just said you made a $30,000 bag in one day, you know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. That's what I'm alleging. Doesn't mean that you are a bum ass bitch. You probably are, but doesn't mean that. All right. So everything's allegations. All right. The one thing that's not an allegation is this motherfucking ankle. Can we talk about it? This ankle is ashy. We can see that. It's been neglected for at least 55 years of her 70 years on this earth. The ankle is neglected. It's ashy. It looks malnourished. It looks like a burn victim's body part. Okay. And don't do that to yourself. Take care of your body. Take care of your skin. I know a lot of people use filters. I've never used a filter. I don't even know how, I could learn how to use a filter, obviously, but I've never even attempted to try to use a filter. People put those filters on their face and stuff online. Take care of your skin. If you take care of your skin and your body, you won't have to worry about using filters. Okay? You won't have to worry about your ashy being ankle. You know what I'm saying? You take care of your skin. Put some lotion, put some water on it, exfoliate it, and then lotion that shit down. Huh? I never understood why people use filters. Show the real you, bitch. Why are you hiding? Whoever the fuck it is, I don't give a fuck. And I just Carmen say, whoever. Why are you hiding behind a filter? You know what? I shouldn't even be surprised, because this here internet is so full of fake people, y'all, like fugazi, fake motherfuckers who say one thing and do another, or who be behind your back stabbing you up. This is why I listen. The internet is full of fake people, fakes and snakes, for real. One thing about me, I am definitely not a fake person. If I'm your friend, if I befriended you or you befriended me, we're solid. Definitely, unless and until you do something snakish to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to do anything snakish to you at all. But if you do something snakish to me, at this point, I've come to expect it, especially with, like these influencers online, because this is just the nature of the beast. And I definitely don't fit into it, because I'm not a snakish person. I will never, ever, ever do anything snakish to you if you don't do something snakish to me, ever. But people think that you're out to get them or do something sneaky or snakish to them, that they start plotting and scheming on your demise, before you even do anything to them, which you might not ever, which is crazy. Anyway, everything's alleged, allegations allegedly on this page. We don't discriminate. I love everyone, Black people, white people, and everybody in between, gays, straight, educated, uneducated, rich, broke. I don't give a damn. I don't discriminate. We don't discriminate on this page. All right. We accept everyone. And the only reason and way you get your ass handed to you is because you're over here showing your ass. And then hold harmless. All right. Okay, let's get into it real quick, because yeah. Okay, listen, you guys. Court. Should we start with court? Yeah, let's start with court. Okay. I was watching somebody's live the other day. Like I was watching our live, and then you know how on YouTube it suggests like the next person or something like that. So it was someone, they're not in our circle at all. And I'm not going to say the person's name because y'all probably know them. They're an influencer. Y'all might know who they are. Maybe some of y'all might. They don't have that many followers, but they have enough for some people to know. Um, she sound like a fucking idiot. Like she sound like an airhead. Let me say that. Idiot's too harsh. I'm sorry. She sound like an airhead. She was talking and talking, and oh my god, y'all, da, 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 for like 40 fucking minutes, saying nothing at all. Now we just did our housekeeping. This is an important part of the show. But me talking to y'all for 40 and 50 minutes before we start, and then even then feeding you bits and pieces. The show was like an hour long, and it was only like 3 minutes of information. And how I know that, because I skipped through. Like I didn't stay for an hour. It was ridiculous. I said, oh my God, I have to be mindful not to do that to you all because it was torture. Okay, listen. Let's talk about the court case first. All right. You all know that, let me put this up here. Hold on. You all know that Friday, which was yesterday, I had a court date with Carmen and Tanesa here in Georgia. Okay. It was from, let me just level set really quickly. The court date was established from a warrant that was served for my arrest when Carmen went down to the courts. I showed y'all the paper many, many times. Should I bring it up again? And she lied on a legal document and submitted it to them and said that I threatened her, her family, and her friends every day, that I sent people to her job to fight her, that I put her phone number online. Bitch, I don't even know your number. I don't even know what the number starts with. That I put her phone number online, her social security number online, that that I stalked her, this was for the harassing communications, not the stalking one. All the stuff that I read to y'all on the paperwork, and that she was a fear for her life. All the things that Carmen has done to people. Carmen's threatened me. It's gonna come back on your ass because I was gonna let it all go. Yeah, I know this already. You threatened me. You threatened my life, huh? At least once, but a couple of times, but definitely at least once. And that I had to show all that, you know, over this last week or so. I've been busy. I've been quiet. When I'm quiet, I'm working on some shit. Please don't ever believe if I'm away from y'all, I'm working on something in the background to better my life in some way, somehow. That could be legally, that could be financially, that could be emotionally, that could be spiritually. Please believe I'm not somewhere laying on my ass and twiddling my thumbs, because I could be on here with you guys. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so she's threatened me in my life. She's put my social security number, my driver's license, my license plate, my address online. Her and her whole team has done that. Huh? She also accused me, this is criminal. She accused me of starting a GoFundMe in her name and collecting money. That is fraudulent, and that shit will get you all the way locked up. Hold on one second. Let me close this window. Y'all, please don't post comments in our small group right now, Miss Joanne and any of y'all. Don't do that right now because it's distracting and it's going to cause a beep. You shouldn't be in there anyway. You should be over here. But if you are in there, that's okay. But don't post, don't be, because it sends off alarms and stuff, which is distracting. She was at the Hilton showing her ass, and they made a report. It's in a police report, trying to get my forwarding address, trying to get my room number. And then once they found out the room number, once they found it out, because they sent a solicitor to the hotel, if y'all remember, guy to serve the paperwork with. Once they got the number, because the guy went up to the desk and he had told him that he was there from the court. So of course they gave him, actually what they did was they called me. They called me, and because they wasn't sending anyone up to my room because they already knew about the Carmen debacle, the court cases, everything. They called me and said, Miss Williams, there is a guy here for you from the Hilton. There's a guy here for you. He said he's from the courts. And I said, okay, well, send him up. And they did. They sent him up to the room that I was in at that time. And of course, so then he had the room. I set him up, and I told him the room number. And he went up, and next thing I know, guess what? My room number's all over the internet. Everybody knows the fucking room number. It's on Darnell's show. It's on the internet. It's in the groups. It's everywhere. From Carmen and her team, putting my safety at risk. My safety at risk. And like Carmen and her team has done so much shit. And it's so documented, recording the DA, and they didn't even know. Like, they've done so much lying and get me thrown in jail. And I never even pursued any of this stuff legally. You know why? I'm gonna give it a buck. I'm gonna tell y'all why I never did. Because most of y'all are like, oh, you want that team? I'm gonna tell y'all why I did it. All right, y'all ready? I didn't pursue all of these charges that I could have pursued, that I am now, against Carmen, because I felt like, and this is for real, this is on God, I felt like because I'm an influencer and I'm on my page and I'm popping my shit, I'm talking my shit, right, on my page, I'm running the show. When other people pop shit and do shit at me, it's all part of the game. You know, I chuck it up to the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean game like, oh, we playing, but I chuck it up to, this is the space we're in. So I let that shit slide. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, I called up to the hospital and had her kicked out, like just disparaging my character, me, everything at every turn, making all these wild accusations against me. And I let it go. Threatening my life. She said she was going to blow my edges back, going to blow my head off. She said that. And the court's not taking kindly to that, because I definitely played it for them this week. Okay. So anyway, so she lied big time to have this case brought up in front of an attorney, because it wasn't enough to go and say, oh, this lady's talking about me online and I don't like it. That's not a basis for a fucking court suit. We wouldn't have never been in court on Friday if she said that, because that's nothing. And they know it's nothing. It's my right to sit here and talk just like every other influencer. They know it's nothing. So you know what happens when the truth is not enough? You lie. That's what happens. When it's not enough to get me thrown in jail just by saying she over there talking about me and I don't like it, that ain't enough. Now you got to throw salt in the game and lie. And this is, I've told you guys this a million times. She lied, and that's how we got the court case for Friday. Right? Let me show you guys. Hold on. Let me pull it up. You were stalked in your car also. I definitely was. I don't give a fuck what they say. I never had anybody follow you and this and that. They did. I don't give a fuck if it was at your direction, discretion, or whatever. And it was on all their pages. My license plate, all of that was on all their pages. Okay. Here we go. Let me see. Let me minimize myself. I don't know if you guys can see this the way that I want you to see it. Hold on. Let me pull it up in every way. Like, you would think with all of the stuff that Carmen has done, I'm just sitting here talking. But the shit she's done offline to me and other people, that's criminal. And you would think that her team would be smart enough to tell her, nah, chill, don't go after, like, you know, just refocus your energy and your thinking and your efforts. But nah, they want to double and triple down, flying into town and shit. But the joke was on y'all. Big time. Hold on. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. Here it is. Okay. Let me make this larger. Joke was on you hoes. Big time. Come on. Let's do this. Oh. Exit out of here. Let's go. It's already at 175%. Okay. All right. I'll show you from here. Okay. Let me take this comment down. Let me hit play on this. Okay. So this document that you guys see right now is the court case for Carmen and me for tomorrow, for yesterday. It was for yesterday. So The court date was yesterday, and it was for the charge at the very bottom is for a harassing phone call. That's the charge, because that's what the original warrant was tied to. Harassing communications, meaning harassing phone calls. It literally says it on here with a pink arrow is harassing phone call. Now, yeah, I know I've never called this lady. I don't even know what her number starts with. Anyway, what happened at court yesterday was, or with court yesterday, I've been working on some stuff on Carmen in the background. And it's gonna be poetic justice and sweet. Y'all gonna be licking y'all lips deliciously when it happens. You know why? Because Carmen gets away with so much shit. She done scammed, legitimately scammed. I'm not talking about owe somebody money and didn't pay them back because you don't have it. That's not a fucking scam. That is, you don't have it. That's not what she's done. Carmen has deceptively accepted money from lots of people and kept the lion's share of it, but given a small piece of it to the homeless people who the money was sent in for. That's misappropriating funds, very much so. She's done that for so many years. That's how she was living. That's how she was sustaining her gambling habits. That's how she was sustaining the holes. And she was buying all these luxury cars for, and and her drinking habits and all that stuff. That's how she was living, because selling salt and pepper out the back of her Jeep wasn't supplying those habits of hers. Okay, let me put my picture back up here big enough so you can see it. Hold on. So Carmen is she's just a stain on this earth, very, very much so. And so I've been working on some things in the background, and they weren't able to. So our court date was yesterday. We didn't have court yesterday. What happened was we got a continuance. Not we, myself. We got a continuance. Me, my team, whomever. However y'all want to take it. I got a continuance for Carmen for the case tomorrow, and I got it on Friday. So by this point, the Roach had flown in. Tay had flown in, because Carmen can't speak for herself. She can't lie well. She can lie very well, but she doesn't know how to articulate her lies. So she brought in the professional liar who would be a little scrappy, or Taterhead as I named her. And she also brought in that Roach, as I named her. She brought in a life Roach, and she thought that would be enough people to help her lie well enough to double down on the lies that they already told in court to get this case going. So I went, so we have a continuance now. So y'all did all that flying in, practicing your lies late that night, the night before. Up, look at this. She tell me if the tear, trying to make me cry. Let me see if I could cry on demand. Never did I could cry on demand. Your Honor. She talked about my anger. You get my nephew every hour. He really my nephew because he didn't beat. I'm not like me like that. And she said, Your Honor, did the tear come out yet? My face numb. I can't smell it. I can't feel shit on my face either. She don't have a sense of smell for real. Y'all motherfuckers over there selling perfume, but you can't smell. I'm gonna need y'all to do some shit that be making sense. How you gonna be selling a product that you can't even personally vouch for? Girl. Okay, anyway, okay. So they were up late in my mind. They were up late the night before last, because it was last night, Friday we had court. They were up late Thursday, 2, 3 in the morning, practicing their lies, and practicing the crying on demand, and trying out different panty liners to make sure that pussy ass juice don't drip on the bench in court. So I don't have that to talk about, because every time Carmen sits down, we've seen the video, she leaves a wet spot on the chair. You need to be spending your time trying to get that worked out and looked at, not trying to fuck with other people online just because they have an opinion about you. State your opinion back, but taking them to court, that don't even make fucking sense, especially if you like. Okay, so I got a continuance on them hoes, and it was so funny because it was issued late Friday, and the reason for the continuance, because they don't even know. Well, I'm gonna let them hoes know, some of it anyway, not all of it. It's because they couldn't serve you with the fucking paperwork and serve you, period, in time for the court case on Friday. So they pushed the date back. That's why there was a continuance, bitch. Because you are in deep shit. Huh? You're in deep shit. All I do is sit on this page and talk about you, bitch. I ain't never got off my throne or sent anyone from my throne to fuck with you, ever. To call you, text you, go on your page. None of that. I never been on your page and made comments. None of that shit. So what kind of harassing fucking phone call and communication, bitch? No, that never happened. You can't take the fact that people are talking about you. Unfortunately, you have such a team of people around you who are complete idiots that they can't, for the life of them, help you repurpose and refocus your life into a positive direction, a productive direction. You're stuck worrying about how many lines you have versus how many lines Karina have at an event, and jumping in her videos and then trying to backtrack. They're the queens of backtracking. Then trying to backtrack and say you was trying to go at her piece. We're gonna watch a little piece of that clip. Do we have time? How long we been on here? Because I said 30 minutes. Lying about that, talking about how she is trying to be a professional. I was trying to be a professional and going to talk to her, Toman to Toman. And she's not a professional. She's not a professional. And I was just trying to tell you what's up, and I was throwing up game shine. Girl, you shouldn't have been around Karina, period. Point blank. You shouldn't have been in her personal space anywhere near her for any reason. Any. And anyway, I'm not about to get into that because we already talked about that. That's complete bullshit. You went over there to antagonize her. You don't know that word. You went to antagonize her, and you tried to intimidate her. You didn't say what's up to her. You said, what's up? What's up, y'all? You were talking to people in her video. You didn't walk up to her and say, oh, hello, Karina. I see you're on live. I'm going to wait until is this a good time? Should we do this on live, or would you like to wait until you get off live so we can talk and have a professional conversation? Because I really like to talk to you. And Karina might have said, what's up? What's up? And Carmen, in my mind, Carmen should have been like, well, I know I've been, an ass to you. I know my wife tried to act like she couldn't pour your seasonings out the canister that time, so we fucked up the brand with that. I know I hacked into the I Got You Seasonings company social media page and, went and talked about this picture, posted a picture of Ari and Nikki together and called them all kinds of bitches and names and fucked up the brand further that way. I know I was riding around with the truck for 2 years with the I Got You seasonings on it, and I should have been taking that off because it's not my company anymore. And she can't pronounce any of her words. The first letter is always a Turk. Terminate, all that kind of shit. I know I did a lot. I know I broke into the I Got You headquarters. I know I've threatened you with physical bodily harm. I know you've had restraining orders on me, even though I've, been trying to get them on other people. I know you had a few on me. I know that you taught me, you elevated my game in this seasoning game. I know that I learned so much from you and that you bought a house. Now let's pause for a fucking minute because I don't know no fucking body. No one on this earth who I would buy a house for. I know you bought a house and put me in it and let me stay there and you kept my business afloat. I know I stole money from you. Oh, Carmen's done so much dirty shit. I know I stole money from you over the years and you put up payment plans to have me pay it back. And, I know I stole money from the company. I know I brought this tater head looking ass bitch who ain't had nothing but a rainbow dress when I first met her. Now she's Gucci down to the shoes, baby. But I know that I put her in the videos, and I should have never did that, even though you asked me not to. And I know I turned my whole life over, not to Jesus, but to Tata. Okay, I gave my life to Tata. Okay, and I know I did a lot. And I just want to say out here at this event that I apologize. I'm sorry. I hope we can put it all past us. I know it's going to take some time for you to get over all the fuckery that I've done to you. But I'm willing to work on it if you're willing to work on it. But that's not what she did. What's up, y'all? What's up, everybody? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? You're such a fucking liar! You're such a fucking liar! approach her professionally, bitch. You didn't approach her respectfully. You shouldn't approach her at all. You shouldn't approach her at all, Pink Panther. What you doing in this lady face? Y'all got a major lawsuit going on. Major. She done had restraining orders against your ass. Huh? You done talked about her, damaged her brand. So fucking what if she said, oh, they let the riffraff in? Bitch, she never said your name, but a hit dog will every time. And that's what you're doing. She didn't say you. Now, it could be deduced. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. But definitely, she didn't say your name. So, bitch, you answered to riffraff. People answer to what they call. If they believe they're that. You must believe you the riffraff, bitch, because you sure got in your feelings about it. So what? Karina can say whatever she wants on her page. I can say whatever I want on my page. Nikki can say whatever she wants on her page. Ari can say whatever she wants on her page. Darius can say whatever he wants on his page. Anybody can say any of us. I don't give a fuck if I fuck with the people or not. The truth of the matter is, people can say what they want on their page. That's it. And if you had anyone with a little bit of intelligence about themselves around you, they would drive that point home into your thick ass skull. But they're on payroll and they're going to tell you whatever it takes, which is very sad and pitiful. Okay, so that's what happened. To sum it up, we didn't have court. I pulled the old one too. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew that their asses done flew in. You done got babysitters and you done got dog sitters and left your spouses at home. And Taterhead was here, flew in, and she was waiting to have her chance to get up there and lie on that stand like the lion ass bitches they are. And I shut all that shit down. Nope, we ain't having court today, bitch. It won't be until a few months from now in the fall sometime. And by then, all the shit that's going to happen to you legally, Carmen, will done happen to you for sure. So you be prepared, bitch. That's the most one that I'm gonna give you. I ain't gonna say more than that. But I wasn't even gonna go this route with you. This was not on my agenda because I hadn't done any of this. I hadn't taken any of these steps and done any of these things. But since y'all want to play in the court's face and in my face, yeah, I'm pursuing all avenues, bitch. All of them. And please believe me, my pursuits are rooted and grounded in actual factual shit that y'all did and said. Fuck said, did. And proof of it. And said. Proof of what you said too with the threats against my life. So they all flew in. And baby, they got the boo-boo face because the courts didn't let them know. They went to court and was looking dumb as hell. Because guess what? No, we don't have court today. It's several months from now. By then, I've been done reported on a whole bunch more shit that's going to be happening with them. I'm going to leave it at that. Wasted their motherfucking time to go there to get it thrown out anyway. Bitch, I ain't never called you a harassing phone call. You need to get a new team around you. I'm dead ass. I mean, y'all done took so much advice. Everybody take shit from this page all the time. Okay? You need to get a new team of people around you who really, truly have your best interests at heart, who are not eating off your back, because that's what they're doing. You talk about everybody else. These motherfuckers eating off you big time. And they're giving you ill advice. It's ill advice, definitely. Going after me based on some lies and bullshit, that shit will never substantiate and amount to anything. It's all lies. But the shit that I know and got on you is actual and factual shit. And it's truly criminal. So, fuck out of here. Okay. Yeah, so they all flew into town. They all went to court only to get the boo-boo face the day up. Oh, Miss Williams? Oh, Miss Williams won't be here today. But she'll be here a few months from now. That's I ain't going online and tell y'all, oh, we ain't gonna have court now. Let them hoes go down to that courthouse, bitch. Let them spend the money they don't have on flights coming in to tell lies. Y'all flying in to tell lies to help this bitch lie? Come on, y'all. The hate can't be that real for somebody just talking on their page, because that's all the fuck I'm doing. Okay, girls. All right, I got so much shit to talk about with you guys, but We ain't gonna talk about it right now, but we will talk about this. Y'all know who this is? Y'all know who Tracy K. Mitchell is? So Tracy K. Mitchell is an influencer. She's in a picture with Bumpy Ruff, aka Captain Crunch. Okay, Bumpy likes to wear all them chains and shit like the captain, and a hat like the captain and shit, and all them belt buckles and shit. She likes that. That's Captain Crunch, aka Bumpy Ruff. Okay. So Bumpy Ruff is in this picture with Tracy K. Mitchell, who's sworn enemies now with Carmen, which is why Carmen wasn't at this event. Now, see, this is what I be talking about. All these lines getting crossed up and shit. I can't keep up because I'm a real one, y'all. I'm telling you, if you make a friend out of me and you don't cross me, because I ain't gonna never cross you ever in life, ever. If I can't help you in some way or do something, it's because I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? But I will never get online and just start fucking with you, like, you know, or offline, I should say, and sticking daggers in your back. Okay. So Tracy K. Mitchell, Mama Tracy, is an influencer. She's here in Georgia, and she had this party. I don't know what kind it is. Y'all put it in the comments what kind it was. I think it was a birthday party. I think so. Anyway, she invited several influencers to her party who flew in, etc. Okay, so Bumpy Ruff, who's Carmen's right hand at these festivals, okay? She is, baby, she Carney number 2. Oh, yes. Bumpy Carney. She be at these festivals holding the crook 10 toes down, okay? So Bumpy, yeah, it was an all-white party. Bumpy, who's Coochie Crunch. Fuck Captain Crunch. This bitch is Coochie Crunch, okay? Let me get off here. One time, Bumpy is Coochie Crunch with Carmen, okay? And Mama Tracy and Carmen fell out, you know, several times. They were in and out. They had collected money for Chandra. Y'all know who she is, NJ Strong and family. Chandra's son. Chandra has a sick son. Leukemia, is it? I think so. And they had this whole, you know, they collected money. And, you know, it was $30,000 collected, just for level setting for y'all who don't know. $30,000 fucking dollars collected. And it was supposed to go to Chandra for, I think, MJ's like medical bills and, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, hospital treatments are not cheap. Chemo treatments, whatever it was that he was going through, they raised the money for it. Chandra never saw a dime of the money, is what she says, and I believe it. She never saw a dime of the money, and it was between Carmen, C.T. Riley, and Tracy K. Mitchell. Those were the organizers and collecting the money. Carmen says that Tracy collected the $30,000. Tracy says, oh no, it was given to Carmen, and you know, however that shit went down, Chandra never got a dime of it. So it was between Tracy K. Mitchell, who organized it, from what I understand, and Carmen, who always got her motherfucking hands in them soup coolers near the pots. Every time some motherfucking money is going down, she's somewhere around, okay? So she somehow inserted herself, and she ain't going to insert herself without getting a piece of the pie. You can believe that shit, okay? So somehow the money got, you know, changed hands between Carmen and Mama Tracy, and you know, it was a big scandal. Okay. So Carmen and Tracy fell out, play, because maybe they split that shit down the middle. Who the fuck knows? But they got that shit. We do know that. And this is the kind of stuff I'll be talking about Carmen, why people don't like her and why people are talking about her constantly for scandalous shit just like this. Okay. Against a child. Okay. Against a child. Okay. So listen. So they fell out again here recently over the last year or so, whatever, which is why I'm surprised why Coochie Crunch / Captain Crunch / Bumpy Ruff was at Tracy K. Mitchell's party. Huh? There they are in the picture. There's the captain. Huh? And there's Miss Mitchell. Okay. So Miss Mitchell had an interesting blend of influencers she invited to her party, child. Now, if you remember about a month ago, Miss Mitchell was in Houston, and what was she out there for? I don't know what she was out there for, but she was out there. And she went and met up and linked up with Darius Cooks. Sorry, I wasn't even being funny. You know what it is? I watch Vel B. I watch his ex's channel last year and a half. I told y'all about it. And he calls him Darius Crooks. So he calls him that so much that shit just be rolling off my tongue. Darius Cooks. His last name is Williams, though. She hung out with him and at his home, and they were cooking. And who else was there? I think Marion was there. Okay, also at his home. No, she wasn't. Marion wasn't there. She didn't go to that. But Tracy was there in Texas a couple weeks ago. Okay. Well, Miss Tracy had an event yesterday or the day before, whatever it was, all-white event, a party, and she invited Darius, who she had already established a rapport with in Texas, Marion, who, and Carolyn, Marion's daughter, and Bumpy Ruff. It was like a lot of influences were there. Well, I was really surprised by this. So here's Marion. She's there. I'm sorry, not Marion. Here's the captain. Okay. And those must be the Soggies in the background. If you know Captain Crunch, you know about the captain and the Soggies. Here's the captain. Once again, she likes to squat down and part them legs. And she does that, done that in several videos we saw. Here's another shot of her, honey. I don't know what's happening. But there's the captain showing the coochie, honey. And coochie crunch. And now here's a picture that I was really surprised by, huh? Where's my water at, child? Little level setting. Real quick. 60 seconds or less. Darius is an influencer. Some of y'all know him, some of you don't. And he cooks food and he sells cookware and that kind of stuff. He's, a queen. He's very shady, very messy. He's come for me many times, even though I never fuck with that nigga. But I have said positive things about him, but he don't give a fuck because he's a messy ass nigga. Like, that's who he is. Like, he knows it. Well, Darius called Marion. Let me get the right picture up. Hold on. Darius calls Marion. Here they are together. Darius, this is Marion. Darius, let me minimize my picture a little bit. Hold on. Darius, a few months ago, was talking about Marion. Y'all all remember the swoop debacle where he said she had a swoop and she got in her feelings and it was a big back and forth and she was very upset about it and he didn't give one fuck. He doubled down and called her a boatload of bitches. Bitch, you do. Bitch, it is. Bitch, you bop, bop, boop. Okay? And it was a big deal. And then Carolyn, his daughter, because, she's going to take up for her mama, and rightfully so. She jumped in it and, told him about his ass, called the nigga sassy, which I thought was hilarious. And a bunch of other stuff. You know what I'm saying? It was a big, big deal back and forth. Then he would get on her page and troll her about the green beans and all this kind of shit. Okay? It was a big, nasty deal. Okay? So they're at a party. Tracy invites all of them. And they're all posed up in the pictures. Like he ain't just called her a boatload of bitches. And talk major cold cash shit about her and her house and everything else. There they are. Now me, the way I'm set up, once you do me like that, I can't fuck with you no more. I can't fuck with you anymore if I'm gonna be grammatically correct, because that was a double negative. But I can't fuck with you no more. Once you cross me in that way, the way Darius did to Marion and her daughter, I can't fuck with you like that. I don't want to hear no motherfucking bullshit about, it's growth. Adults grow and this and that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. That only counts when you already have an established relationship with someone and you have something that you've, trust and respect and, those kinds of things with a person. And you can recover from stuff like what they went through and what he said and all that kind of stuff. But when I don't know you and you done attack me, my motherfucking hair, my house, call me every bitch in the book, talk down about me, baby. And I see you, I might not beat your ass. It might not be on site, but I ain't gonna fuck with you and take pictures with you and cuddle up with you. This is the fakery that I be talking about these social media streets. And I'm not saying that Carolyn and her mom are being fake. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the relationships, the beefs, the this, the that, and I'm not even saying the beef was fake. I can't fake the funk like that. If you done violated me like that publicly many times over for a week, drugged me for a week, me, mama, everybody, I'm not fucking with you like that. We don't have anything that was established for me to give you the grace to fuck with you like that. Period. And might I add, and mark my mother effing words, Darius gonna be talking about all of them, real soon. Darius don't give a fuck about none of these. That's the fake part that I'm talking about. These are not genuine connections or none of that. He'll be talking like about them. Give it a few months, if that. Shit gonna go down, because that's just who he is. That's just the nature of who he is. So, being all coochie crunch like this at this party, ain't no way. Because I already know, for me, once I find out how you move and what kind of person you are, I deal with you accordingly, period. And for somebody to do this to me on a public level like this and drag me and drag everything about me, you know what I'm saying, for over a week and all that kind of shit. And didn't he have her swoop up there, picture up there and shit? Like, I mean, he really was like on one with them. But we expect that, because this is how Darius makes a large portion of his income. Go watch Vel B's page. What is it? Chopping It Up with Vel B, something like that. He's on YouTube. Oh, it's hilarious. It's very informative. He's Darius's ex, and anything you ever wanted to know or didn't want to know about Darius, he goes through it because he has the firsthand experience, and he knows him to a T. So anyway, Miss Marion said, I'm not the lady with the spoon. Tara Jones said, Darius ain't loyal. I thought he was team burnt lips. I don't know. What does that mean? If he's team Nikki, what does that mean? If he's team Nikki, he was loud in public with the insults, right? Fake, yeah, you said it, right? What words don't mean shit. He couldn't be real. He couldn't be something. What does it say? He couldn't be something. For real, ain't no way you're gonna call my mama out her name and not take pictures with you. D cannot stand women. Hi Paige. He'll do it again. Oh, no doubt. If Marion put that swoop in tonight, he gonna talk about that swoop tonight. Know that. I mean, one thing about the nigga, he's an equal opportunity. No, I know he not, because he ain't talked about his sis. But that shit will happen too. He definitely, Darius talk about any fucking body publicly. Definitely. Darius's team self. There was a falling out with CNN. Who the fuck is CNN? I gotta think about it. I don't know, Joe. My first time on your page, and I love you for your honesty about all of these people. Hi, Miss Barbara Brooks Bowens. Thank you for that. I definitely appreciate it. Yo, like I said, I'm on my page just like everyone else is on their page talking shit about other people, other things, whether you're doing it in response or you're doing it whatever, for whatever reason. That's what this space, social media, is created for people to come on here and pop their shit. You know what I'm saying? And drop a few jewels, along the way. They don't do that. They just be on there talking out their ass. Marion and the rest got played at that event. He is so fake. Oh, Marion's daughter, Nikki. That's let me go back up. See a comment. It said what? About them? There was a fall out. There was a fall. Oh, with Carolyn and Nikki. Okay. I can't keep up with all these names. I doubt there was a falling out. I don't believe it was real for 1 second. I heard about it. I think Box Braids was in her feelings that she wasn't invited to the party. I mean, child, I don't know. Marion, okay, sorry about that. I think CNN is Boss Lady and Box Braids. No, it's not Boss Lady. It's Carolyn and Nikki. Which somebody just told me. White party meet and greet and 35-year wedding vows. Oh, okay, that's nice. For real. I will say, Marion and her daughter Carolyn look beautiful. Listen, once again, come. I can talk about anything and anyone on this page, and it's not just spitting venom on them. Sometimes I say nice things about Carmen and Tay. Some things I say, go to Nikki's defense about something. So right now, I'm not coochie crunch with Carolyn and her mom, because y'all know the shit that happened. I never did shit but respected them to the utmost. And everybody knows that shit, but that's water under a bridge. I still could get on here and say, they look lovely. This is what people can't do on these pages. They can only put their foot on your neck and that's it, and keep the beef up. But I'm gonna serve y'all the tea, tell y'all what's up, how I fucking feel about anybody. And that doesn't mean I hate that person or I'm coming for that person. These are my fucking thoughts and feelings. They look lovely. If I was a hating ass, spiteful bitch, I would have never posted this picture, and I damn sure I would have been talking about it. I could find shit wrong with the picture now. But no, I'm not gonna do that. They look lovely. It's a nice mother and daughter picture. No shade. See, that's it. And there's Marion, with a bottle of watermelon Ciroc, I think it is. You know, getting her little drinky drink on. She had a good time while she was away. Oh, Nurse Lasagna, yeah, let me see. I think I just saw your name. Y'all, I'm not even reading. I haven't read the comments. I'm one and two's here. So if you're in the comments and you said something or hello, let me see. Ever since they took jabs at you, Coach, I don't really follow them anymore. Fake at its best and finest. You talking about Mary and her daughter? It's all good. I never did nothing to them, y'all. I showed them the utmost respect, even though I didn't have to. I mean, that was just because of the kind of person I am. But nah, Tracy renewal place was decorated better than the Vegas wedding. From what I saw, I do agree. That part, can't fuss with you no more, and definitely not that soon. Right. Nigga, you just called my mother every bitch from here to Sunday. Exactly. She answered the riffraff. Let me take, what's up, Miss Janice? Welcome to the new group, girl. I did ask Miss Booker to let you in because, you know, you deserve to be in there. There's my Cash App. It's on the screen. Y'all know, y'all do not have to tip me. I definitely appreciate that you do. You know, but I definitely appreciate it for sure. They definitely have been playing with my, I'm not even gonna say that. I appreciate the tips. Tip if you like. There it is right there. If you don't want to, or if you don't like my guts, but you over here because you just a bitch and you know I don't fuck with you like that anymore or at all, but you still here to get the tea, thank you, because, you know, I appreciate the view. And so, you know, you won't tip, but you will sit there and watch me. You got your alerts on about me though. Under a fake page or on YouTube. So you ain't gonna tip. I don't expect you to tip, but everyone else who actually who are here under their real name, so you can participate in the comments, and who really, really fuck with the page, me, appreciate what I bring, definitely feel free to tip. Don't be shy. Oh, I missed them talking smack about Coach. Talking smack about me. Where the fuck you been? You might have been on a cruise at that time, Tara. Tara, put my phone on not disturb. I see the what you call it's coming in. Do not disturb. Okay. It must have been on a cruise. It was pretty nasty. It was pretty nasty. And I was a little stung by it because I really liked them. ED. Like. But you know, I brushed that shit off and moved on. You did show them nothing but respect. 1000%. Everybody know. They even know that. Everybody knows that. All right, let me get off here. We got so much more shit to talk about, y'all. A lot of stuff. Oh, let me show y'all Karina's thing before I get off here. So Karina got on our page yesterday. I put up a little poll. Wasn't to compare them because there's no fucking comparison between Carmen and Karina. Everybody knows this, but the internet likes to compare them all the time. Oh, did you see Karina's truck? Oh, did you see Boss Lady's truck? Oh, Karina's still doing this. Oh, Karina. The internet compares them. So when she was talking about people were comparing them, there's no comparison. She definitely wasn't talking about me. I have a great relationship with Karina. So she wasn't trying to throw shade at me or talking about me. She was talking about you motherfuckers on the internet. Idiots. Not y'all, but the idiots who didn't get it. Them. There is no comparison between the two. You're talking about class and grace versus a fucking used car salesman who know that you just turned that motherfucking odometer from 290,000 miles to 20,000 miles and trying to sell it as a new car. That's some shit that Crook the Took would do. Huh? You're talking about two different people, two completely different pedigrees. Period. So I put something up only because Carmen was boasting about her lines being longer than Karina's, which is a damn lie. Or she had more lines. So because she kept going on about that, I put up a poll for you guys to look at. And so much other shit that I had queued up to talk to y'all about, but we ain't gonna be able to get to it today. And the poll was who had more customers. And Karina went on record. She got under our post on our page and said this. Hold on. Some of y'all might have missed it. I don't know why it wouldn't let me put it up there last time either. Nope. Okay. I'll have to go over here and show it to you from here. Here we go. Oh, this is why. Okay. All right. So Karina saw the poll on my page and she has something to say. Here we go. Let me minimize my pictures, y'all. This is what Karina had to say. I thought it was hilarious. She said, oops, let me back up a little bit. She said, yes, we had 3 cashiers in the truck and 2 at my drink booth and serving 1 happy customer every 60 seconds. I know you guys like to compare us. She's just talking about the internet, period. People online, all the influencers have made some type of comparison between Carmen and Karina. There's no one exempt from that. Everyone has done it. And not to say, oh, which one is best, but to point out the obvious, which is there's no fucking comparison. So when she said, I know you guys like to compare us, she's talking about every fucking body on the internet, not me. Not just me. My business is on a completely different level. I own a fleet, not a fleet, baby, fleet of food trucks that cost $50,000 to $100,000 each. I don't set up carnival tents at events, sweethearts. This is my 3rd year at this event, and that is why I have the longest line. Because people go to events like, oh shit, I hope the fish truck is there again this year. So she has the repeat customers, is what she's saying. That's why I have the longest line. And my trucks are well known in Atlanta and in high demand. People are very happy with the quality of the food and past professional, consistent service. My staff work 6 days per week, full time, and are very professional and good at what they do. Here we go. I don't use day laborers or the homeless, which is a problem. Because the homeless are not known to be the most hygienic, people, to be hygienically sound. So that's what I'm saying. That's not in the note. I'm just, digressing for a moment. My staff works 6 days a week, blah, blah, blah. I don't use day laborers or the homeless. Furthermore, blow this up a little bit. Furthermore, we are permitted in all counties and operate with a licensed commissary as required by the state of Georgia, not one-day temporary permits. Hope that helps, explains it somewhat. Okay. So she's letting all you people out there in TV land who like to compare them, that there's no comparison whatsoever. No comparison whatsoever. Like somebody said, No Neck failed at suing the post office, so she settled for online coaching. Listen, you guys, at the end of the day, this is a social space. And if you don't know what social means, it's the opposite of antisocial. That's what social means. Antisocial, standing yourself, being a hermit, not talking to people or anything like that, or interacting with people, that's antisocial. Social is the complete opposite of that. That's what the space is for, to talk about your opinions, to share other people's opinions on your page about people, and all of that stuff. If you don't like it, then you should get the fuck off the internet, because not everyone's going to talk pleasantly about you. That's not what this internet is about. Period. People talk about me day and night, night and day. I still use my ideas. They rip shit off this page day and night. You use my ideas. You use my lingo day and night. They don't even have their own lingo. All the lingo comes from over here. Period. They use my own. They use our lingo. I don't give a fuck. Go ahead, call that bitch Tina Head. Okay. Put candy in your skincare box. Do all that shit. I don't give a fuck. They're my original ideas. And when people hear you say or do something, and they know it come from this page, they know you fugazi, or they know what's up. They know where you got it from. They don't think it's your original idea or your original word or your original practice. They don't think that. They know better. They know it came from over here. The things that do come from over here, they know. By the way, I wouldn't be putting a piece of candy. Y'all know when I make my hair units, which I'm trying to catch up, y'all. Please, I appreciate the grace you guys have been giving me with this. When I'm not online, that's one of the things I'm doing, catching up with making the hair care units. The hair units, not hair care, like the ones I have on. Let me take this comment down so you guys can see me. Hold on. You respect everybody until they do not deserve it. 1,000% about me. 1,000%. Y'all know when I started this hair care line, I said that I would put a piece of candy in every box. I put gourmet chocolates in the box, and people love it. People absolutely love it. In fact, let me share a video with you guys of a celebrity who I made a hairpiece for not too long ago, a few weeks ago. And she got a candy in a box, and she was all ecstatic about it. And it was actually a referral from Val. Because Val's well connected. Chef Val. She knows a lot of celebrities and people. She's a celebrity chef. She's a legit, for real, celebrity chef. Okay, like Chef Dorian. Chef Dorian in Japan right now doing her thing. I digress. And that led to referrals and people seeing the video and all that kind of stuff, which ultimately, of course, leads to more business. Lots of business. Potentially lots of business. Because every good word is a potential for new business. But anyway, y'all know I put candy in the boxes. That's a me thing. And I know that Nikki's doing her skincare line, and I wish her well with that. We always wish her well with it. You know what I'm saying? People get confused when they hear me say stuff like that, because ain't y'all beefing, ain't y'all? I don't give a fuck about none of these people. I'm here to just talk about them, discuss them, and sometimes that might be positive, because I have the capacity to do that, not just hate someone just 1,000%, just talk about how much of the hate I have for them. Anyway, so Nikki has a skincare line. Y'all go buy it up, if that's y'all thing, if y'all in the market for that. All right. And let me close this out. And she, y'all, meaning her followers. Y'all squad, go buy it up. Y'all should. That's y'all leader. That's y'all, the person who leads that page. Because last time I said that, idiots lost their mind. Y'all should be supporting the people whose page you follow. You should. I'm never gonna be like, oh, don't buy Carmen shit, because blah blah blah. Yeah, her followers should be buying her shit too. Anyway, I know the thing that I like to do is a little something special for them, is put a little piece of chocolate in the box. So Nikki's doing that now, because she saw it over here. Obviously, so much shit from this page gets incorporated. I don't know if she don't think that people will know, or that the same people watch the pages. I personally would never copy nobody shit, never, ever. But it's a good business strategy, and I do it. She saw it here. Now she does it. She puts a piece of candy in with her skin. The problem with that, though, is, no shade. This is just, the problem with that is you running a skincare line. Don't give people unhealthy, sugary candy. That shit don't go. It goes for me. It goes well. I thought of it, and it goes well with my product, because I'm selling wigs. You get your wig out your box. They're over there. You get your wig out your box, and you got a little piece of candy, chocolate in the box. You put the candy in your mouth, and you reading the instructions, because I got a little instruction card printed up too that I put in the box. You're reading your instructions, you eat your candy, and you enjoying your piece of candy. It's not a skincare or something that's candy not going to keep your skin clear. That'll fuck your skin up. So too much sugary shit and sweets. Period. You should be cutting that out if you working on a skincare regime. So I know my ideas sound fantastic and great and all that, but that shit's not one size fits all. Do your own shit. Everybody, anybody. Please do your own shit. Please. Because when you start doing other people's shit, it don't tick and tie. It doesn't make sense. You can't be putting junk food in a box with shit to make your skin healthy. Girl, put some carrots in there. A small little bag of carrots. That'd be lovely. Lovely. You know what you could put in there? I'm going to help you out because this is what I do. I went to school for this shit. Okay? And plus, this is God bless my mind. This is how I think. Maybe that's why all of them, they all take shit off. What you should do, Nikki, this is no shade. This is me being straight up. Again, I don't know why people be getting in their feelings and getting mad. This will bless you. I'm not even trying to be shady with you right now. Well, at all. What you should do instead of stealing my idea about the candy in the box, because this shit don't even apply to your customer base. You should put a small little piece of exfoliating cloth in the box. That's what you should do. Something like that. It don't have to be a big piece of exfoliating cloth. It's just something small, a little small, maybe a loofah or a small piece of the Africans sell it. They definitely sell a lot of them. It helps with getting rid of hyperpigmentation anytime you exfoliate the skin. Put something like that in your box as a little freebie to them. You can get them for the cheap off of Tamu. Yeah, it's Tamu, not Timu. You can get them from Tamu. You can buy them. Little pieces of it looks like a net, like little small holes like you would like in a net, like a mesh. And do a small piece, cut small pieces off, buy a large roll of it and cut small pieces off and let people exfoliate their skin while they're using their skincare products. Because you got to get that dead skin off. That's going to help bring out get rid of the dead skin cells, and it's going to help your product penetrate more deeply into their skin, not a fucking piece of candy like me. Stop doing everything and saying everything and singing everything and showing all the different potato heads and calling a potato head like I do. Be original, sis. I'm dead ass. I know you hate my guts for no reason because I ain't fuck with you. You fuck with me. But I'm giving you some professional and personal advice. Do your own shit. That's it. Candy don't work in a skincare box. That's my shit. Let me see. Hi, Miss Smith. Miss Smith said one thing they can't take away from Nandy is that this girl know her shit. I mean, even the words she uses, Tay's supposed to be so smart and so professional. She can't articulate her words like this. Tay could never, girl. What? No. Now, how boss lady feel about Carmen and how there's no comparison, baby, we already know that there's, girl. Hi, Clara said, I'm just jumping on. I want to know what happened in court. There was no court. I got a, what do they call them? Continuance. Because they didn't have time enough to serve up Carmen the shit that's coming her way. So they went on ahead to push the date back several days. And they all made a trip into Atlanta, and I was kikiing about it the whole time for absolutely nothing. Flew in, thought they were going to get me hemmed up with their lies and bullshit, because that's what they do, and nothing came of it at all. I was home. I mean, and they were in court, gussied up, ready with their lies on the tip of their tongue. Fucking idiots. Let me show y'all this box right quick. Hold on. Let's see. Somebody said, box braids, I'll tip Nandy for that piece of advice she just gave you. Nandy, check your PayPal for that. I appreciate it, y'all, because, baby, listen, let me tell you something. Facebook been playing with my monetization. On God. Not just mine, all of ours. They've been playing with mine especially. Hi, Felicia. Let me show y'all this. Real quick, then we're gonna hop off. show y'all somebody ecstatic about the piece of candy I put in their mouth. You know, when I started the hair care, these units that I make, that's just a little something that I wanted to put in the box for people to enjoy. And now, you can't steal everything from everybody because that shit don't apply. Get you a large roll of that mesh and cut it up, cut off little squares and put it in as a thank you, as a, you know, as this little small gift for your skincare line. That'll go a long way. People need to be exfoliating their fucking skin. Not every day, but at least a couple times a week. Exfoliate your skin. Throw that in there, not a fucking piece of candy. Like me. Y'all something else. But y'all hate my guts, but stay jacking shit. All of them. Hold on, let me see if I can get this video. I know it's in our group. You know what? Let me just go to our group because I posted it in there. Instead of me looking for it. This is the singer. She's a celebrity. Let me show you guys. Hold on. Oh, here he goes, right here in our group. Okay, let me open this. Let me expand this a little bit. Put you on pause. Hold on. Let me pause it. I've had this. I posted this on May 5th. Like, I've had this for a while. I just didn't share with you all. Some stuff I just share with our small group. It's a small little tight-knit group. You know, people in there, I know, I feel confident they're not out leaking shit on, or, you know, to other influencers, stuff that we do and talk about. The whole court thing, you know, when I was going to court last week for Friday to get shit in place for Friday and for future dates with Carmen, I was live in our small little group. Okay, we do shit in our small group. It's just kind of like an intimate group of people who I feel like I could, you don't know anybody on these internet streets, but that I feel like I could trust. Once I feel like I can't trust you, or you somewhere doing something shady or questionable on an op page, you're out. That's it. You're not blocked from the main page. So I'm not, I gotta realize there's levels to this shit. I'm not gonna block you from the main page, but you can't be under my left tit, as I like to say, anymore. Here we go. Let me see. Anybody should understand that. That's common fucking sense. All right, here we go. So you guys know who, let me take this down. Hold on. Y'all know who Allison Williams is? She sings "Just Call My Name and I'll come running." Y'all know that song, Allison Williams. And anyway, this is her. And I got introduced to her, if you want to call it introduced to her, through Chef Val, who knows about, you know, my hair care business and or hairline business, and had a custom piece made for her. And this is over a month, like maybe 2 months now, month and a half. Had a custom piece made for her, and here she is opening it up right here. Hold on. She's ecstatic about the candy.
We didn't bring no weapons out the house coming to Atlanta, although we probably should have, but I didn't think about it. My knife is at the house. It's a good thing, you know what? They stopped me when I came in. They didn't give a damn it was Allison Williams. I don't think they really knew, but anyway. That's why a girl can always have a sharp object hidden in her hair. Speaking of hair, Nandi! You said Nandi? Nandi! It's Nandi. This is my newest situation that's fitting to happen. I got braids. Look at that. That's going to come on my head. and I can wear it with a hat or any other. I'm wearing them tomorrow. With my cowboy hat, it's not just Cowboy Carter. It's Alley, Cowboy Alley too. So tomorrow when you see me, come on. This is the official start of the birthday celebration. I want to thank my night rider, Val Knight, for having this made for me for the birthday situation. It's always good for a girl to have different hair choices and situations going on. And I want to talk to you a little about, it came with candy too.
Oh, it came with candy.
Candy. And I
Oh,
want
it
to say
came
hi
with
to
candy too.
Nandi. It's Nandi, right?
Oh, it came with candy too. Yeah, we do that. I did that. That's my idea. Do your own shit. Do shit that makes sense. If you're going to copy off me, at least shit should make sense. And that's no shade. This is me literally, legitimately giving you a free piece of business advice. That's it. Take it and use it. Take it as constructive criticism and use it, and don't get in your fucking feelings about it because ain't no money there.
It's always good for a girl to have different hair choices and situations going on. And I want to talk to you a little about, it came with candy too. Just like candy. And I want to say hi to Nandi. It's Nandi, right? And she makes these wonderful hair pieces, and they come with as dreadlock, and they come as it's just a whole bunch of good stuff. And when I have
okay, so yeah, when I'm not here, I'm working on doing different things in the background, trying to catch up on the hair unit orders. I have so many things going on in life, period. And I can't come on this internet every day and talk about the same shit over and over and over again. I have other stuff that I'm doing, other interests that I pursue offline. I'm only on here once a week, if that. You know what I'm saying? But Crook and Took, they still be trying to play the victim, like people who's talking about them and hate their guts so much and, still coming at them from every angle. Girl, stop giving people shit to talk about, and perhaps that won't be the case. All right, guys, let me get off of here. Two treats, exactly. I put 2 pieces of gourmet chocolate in it. But if you have a skincare line, candy is not a good treat to put in a box, or it needs something to put in the box. Put your skincare line in there and something that can help them. Candy's not going to help them have good, nice, clear skin, like me. But something that will help them, they would appreciate that more, and it could go with the skincare, regime and routine that you put together. So, I wish you the best of luck with you can say whatever fuck you want about me on your lives or da 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 da. I'm not even trying to come for you. I literally just gave you some free fucking game. All right, as I've done millions of times on this platform for so many people. So y'all have a lovely rest of the day. We have so much more to talk about, but we won't do it today. Maybe I'm never gonna say that because then I'm like, oh, you said, but I will be back online soon, and we'll be just on YouTube, and we'll be talking about other things that's happening. Like, did y'all hear about? We ain't gonna get into that. I'll tell y'all about it on the next live. Thank you so much for watching. There's my Cash App. It is up on the screen. It's DEE7900. If you like the show, if you like me, if you fuck with it, send a tip. Trust me, it'll be put to very good use. All right. And I'm not out eating lobster and drinking $25 drinks in your face, but putting up a GoFundMe and begging for money in the next breath. Nah, if I get money from y'all, y'all will never see me out eating lobster. I can, but I'm not going to be in your face, contradicting, a begathon, another word of mine that's all around now with the ops. I'm not going to be doing even Carmen said it the other day. Where the fuck you get that from? Me? Because I never heard it until I said it. Like, I've been saying it for years. But and it especially applies to Carmen and Tay. They love to do begathons. Doing a fucking begathon and eating lobster is nasty business. Okay. Y'all have a lovely, 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 lovely rest of the day. It was so much fun checking in with you guys and chit-chatting for a little bit. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next episode of Daddy After Dark. Bye.